housewife to one-woman empire. She's joining us for Hot Topics right now. Please welcome the many, many fabulousness, much fabulousness of Eva Longoria. No, you haven't been to this space.
I've been here in the news studio.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
This outfit is gorgeous. I'm stealing that from me and my mother for after the show.
It's beautiful. It's like one big spank, so it's good.
Body spank.
Yeah, it's a body spank.
It's about, well, come here, baby. Let me give you a body spank. You know, we've been talking about immigration, and this is something you can speak to.
Yeah. I've studied it a lot. I've been on the border several times. I've been to Arizona. There's a couple things. There's a lot of issues about immigration and immigration reform. That's why they call it comprehensive immigration reform, because there's many tenets. There's securing the borders. There's the guest worker program. There's pathway to citizenship. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. And so when people say, get in the back of the line, you have to realize there is no line. And that's the broken system, is that you go to this line and then you go to that line, but where's the line? Like, I'll get in line, but just tell me what line. I can't breathe because the spank is too tight. But let me tell you something. You said it too about sanctuary cities and refugees. It's very dangerous, and this is just my personal opinion, but it's very dangerous to deny asylum to a lot of these people. Honduras is the murder capital of the world. Syria is a war zone. So this isn't an issue of Democrats and Republicans. It's not an issue of Obama and Trump. For these people, it's an issue of life and death. And that's dangerous. And then he did, you know, I agree with we're a country of laws, and that's really important to follow. And I'm so happy that Trump is protecting DACA and DAPA, the children and the parents. Super important, because these are people that contribute to the country. But we have to be careful, because they floated defunding sanctuary cities. And what happens is, when you vilify an entire community, you know, I'm Latino, so people assume Latino is equal with illegal, and it's not. I'm not. I'm ninth generation. I'm more American than...
Are you Mexican American?
I'm Mexican American. Yeah. So you have to be careful with the defunding of sanctuary cities, because the local and state governments cannot have a gun to their head.
That's right.
From the federal government of defunding. And when you defund, when federal funds are taken out of states, like California is the largest, has the most sanctuary cities, you could possibly be defunding homeless veterans who use federal vouchers for housing. You could be defunding the Los Angeles port that needs that federal funding to protect it from terrorism. Like, you can't just take away funds because you're trying to prove a point of an election.
So basically what you're saying is people should educate themselves.
Do their homework.
Do the homework on what's going on.
Yes, because there's a lot of fake facts floating around. Everybody's like, that's not true, that's not true. There's a great book called They Take Our Jobs by Aviva Chomsky. And it's the 20 myths of, they don't pay taxes, they do. They take our jobs, they don't. And so it's a really, really good book if you want to get educated on it.
All right, you know, let's change the subject for a minute, because just because take a breath. Because you're a star. You've read IMDb, the website? IMDb?
Yes.
It's a website that basically tells you everything about every celebrity, including how old we all are. Now, there are people, actors, I guess, who are saying, hello, take my age off of there. But at the moment, there's a ruling saying they can't do that.
They can leave it on.
There. That might be overturned, but at the moment, they're leaving it there. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it sucks. It doesn't suck when you're like 20. You're like, I don't care. Now I'm over 40, and I'm like, yeah, let's take that down. But no, you know what it is? There is ageism in Hollywood, but there's ageism in society. You age out of everything, right? And it's just not fair. But yeah, there's a lot of people who look right at that age. The other thing I don't understand about IMDb, and I'm not informed about, is there's a lot of misinformation on my page. They're like, Eva does this, Eva does that, Eva's from there, and I go,
woman from Chicago.
Wikipedia too has a bunch of baloney.
Horrible, because I think people can upload You can upload information about me, and I can. So that's the only thing is there's a lot of misinformation on those pages.
Yeah, but you don't want your age out there particularly, huh? But they can find it.
I don't want it.
Can find so much.
Why don't we increase it? They're like, we should lie and increase it. And like, Eva's 98. She looks good.
People will believe it.
And they'll believe it because it's on the page.
They'll say she got a really good facelift.
I want to talk to you about your hubby.
Okay.
So the last time you were here, you got married, and you got married.
That's my angel.
And you've both been married before, but neither of you wanted to get remarried. But what happened? Because you're married now.
I know. I am. No, we've been married, and we just wanted to be happy, and that's different things to different people, and it just evolved into, we should get married. And I said, who are you? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? And then we did, and it was beautiful. Really small, tiny wedding. He's amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about all the work that you're doing. You're going to be on Empire. We got this. You're going to be in the upcoming movie Lowriders.
Yes.
And on top of that, you've also been doing a lot of work, I hear, behind the camera. You actually just directed an episode of Blackish.
Yes.
And you have said, is this amazing? And you've said that you're a good director because you're a woman.
Yeah.
Explain to me what you mean by that.
Well, being a director means you have to problem solve and answer a lot of questions and juggle things at the same time. And so really only women can do that. It really is. You have people pulling at you and asking you questions. It's just problem solving all day long. But yeah, I just directed Blackish. I directed Jane the Virgin. I directed Devious Maids. But Blackish was fun because it's a show that confronts. Every show has an important message. It has an important, it has something to say. And it was one of my favorite shows, and I called ABC and I said, I want to direct one of those. And I love Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross. They're just amazing. Those kids. And Lawrence Fishburne, who was amazing. Everybody was great, and it was a really fun show. So I directed the season finale, which will be really exciting for the fans of that show.
You're also doing some other work. You're working with our sponsor, L'Oreal, Paris Root Cover-Up, to make women feel better about themselves. And you started right here in our audience. Now, tell us about the product and what we'll see you doing.
So it's called L'Oreal Root Cover-Up. So I've had a full head of gray hair since I was like 18. Really? Thanks, Mom.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes, and because my hair's black, you can see it so fast. It shows. And I have to get my hair colored every 2 weeks. I mean, it grows so fast.
It grows half an inch a month, so.
Yeah. And so
Joy's done the math.
I tried everything. I tried the mascara ones, and I would get black eyeshadow, and I cover you, girl. You nodding your head. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So this is a spray that is not wet. It doesn't, and it has every color range. It's for all textures. It's for everybody, and so it's really revolutionary how it can save you time, how it can save you money. Do you have it? It's amazing.
I like it. Yeah, it's good.
Wow.
It's so good. And I did some makeovers. I did some makeovers.
Okay.
And it
on y'all.
has this color, too.
Well, red and blonde and brown and
A big thank you for joining us today. We're going to go to break to check out Eva's first makeover.
yes.
So, we'll be back.